In today's online and digital learning era, students can acquire almost all information they want and they need from the internet with just a few flips and clicks. Would teachers still be relevant for that? Welcome back to my channel. This is episode 2, and this is Surdex, a learner, a teacher, a researcher, an advocate of global citizenship and 21st century education. In the premiere episode, we discussed how modern schooling as well as the pandemic-proof teaching and learning modalities be like in the context of John Dewey's philosophy of pragmatism and progressivism. Well, in this episode, allow me to follow through with a context using digital technology and information science. Because of the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, we have embraced home-based learning as our main means of succeeding our studies. For those who are lucky enough for having access to the internet and digital tools, there are certain important things that we need to talk about today. So stay tuned until the conclusion of this episode. While we enjoy the comfort of extracting information from the internet, certain dangers and hazards hidden between clicks are waiting with their baits. This is the so-called Internet of Things that offers an ocean of data where everything can be found and used, well, such as stories, articles, videos, music, apps, tools, test results, blogs, games, and even the answers to your assignments in class. But do this data provide you with truthful, credible, reliable, and ethical information? Who will tell you that this is the real truth with a caring smile? Well, for me, a good content from the internet should make me a more creative person, not a person who would just use and replicate data, who would have been using this as if they are my own. So I would just be making use of this as references to guide me. How would I be creating new knowledge and new information as part of my research? So who would have guided me if I were doing the right thing? Then there goes digital technology at its finest. The one that seems to replace humans in doing rational and occupational tasks. That's the popular AI or artificial intelligence. I did not enumerate all its sorts. There are millions of them. In fact, I am using AI right now. I use a language translator, and especially when I'm chatting with my colleagues in different countries. This is a kind of AI. When I check the research outputs of my students, I use AI to verify their authenticity, their originality. Because of AI, the time that I use to perform my school tasks is reduced to almost 75%. However, how would I make sure if AI is as efficient as the real human working on all those tasks? Especially when critical judgment and decision making are needed. Well, I think AI hasn't been able to reach that human level. With that, who's gonna tell us if we are doing the right thing or not? Okay. Practically speaking, since most of us are engaged in online learning right now, then we are enjoying the benefits of the IoT and AI. Who's going to tell you if you are doing the right things right? Your mom? Yes, probably. Yourself? I believe one of the most qualified, if not the most qualified, is a teacher. The teacher who is trained and has earned the experience of guiding the minds, the hearts, the hands of the students to achieve their goals in life, as well as the vision of education for the country and for the world. So I will not argue whether or not teachers are still relevant today. You know my answer, and that is final and irrevocable. I am a teacher forever. The quote that I will be offering to you today justifies clearly that digital technology, despite its rapid advancement, still needs teachers to guide the young citizens of the world. As one of the hallmarks of technology, this author, educator, believes in the roles of teachers in the digital age. So I don't see any reason for us to even question the thought. Here is it. Who doesn't know Bill Gates? Without much introduction, as the originator of Microsoft, together with Paul Allen, he believes in the teachers. Between the words in the quote, teachers are being called to offer their own share of disruption. Well, disrupting the norms is not distracting the course of progress. With the kind of social behaviors and demands that we have today, change happens exponentially. So many students, especially the young ones who still need to gain more experiences in life, often fall victims of the dangers and hazards of technology. When was the last time you were tempted to copy internet articles and submit them as your assignments? Well, perhaps you were not so conscious about the possible long-term effects of that habit. If this act is left unaddressed, it might become part of your character, and that is bad. Who's going to remind you and guide you how to do your work properly? Yes, your teacher. Well, for Bill Gates, teachers are superheroes. When they do their jobs well, they are like superheroes. Okay? As what I understand in his quote, teachers are mega. They are motivators, evaluators, game changers, and administrators of digital information technology in the school or with the class. As a motivator, a teacher inspires you to etch your own direction and achievement and accomplishment of your goals in education and even in life. The teacher is always there to listen and feel with you when you are having a tough time in your studies. Who stays awake late at night with you when you cram for your module outputs? Your teacher cheers for you. And as an evaluator, a teacher appraises a learner's work and provides guidance on how to improve and adapt the learner's habits to produce relevant, useful, and even profitable results. As a game changer, the teacher has been one of those who quickly metamorphosized in terms of the curriculum, pedagogy, and the way how to assist and support the students who have also been adjusting when the pandemic broke. The national economies have been rapidly mutating, plus the overnight revolution caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. It's but right and fitting to revolutionize teaching as well as the teacher value. And finally, as an administrator of digital tools and information technology in education, well, with the experiences gained in decades, the maturity, wisdom, integrity, and credibility of the teacher will surely help students to manage their learning tasks toward achieving the career they want. Well, folks, I hope you were able to get my point as regards the significance, the relevance of teachers in today's generation of teaching and learning with the kind of technology that we have. So there are some issues that are questioning the relevance of a human teacher because everything can be done. So the answer here is that the wisdom, the maturity, and the personal touch that can be offered to the learners only by the teacher, the professional, the right person, the most qualified individual who can just do this, that the computers and the internet cannot do. So before I end, I would like to give you another quote from George Soros. It says, well, technology will never replace great teachers, but in the hands of great teachers, it's transformational. So I would like to thank you for listening today, and I hope that you will also be eager to learn some more points regarding education, only here in Eduk Quotes by Sir Dex.